What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Wiley Show. We have a special guest. Katie Talk 101 is a member of Two Men and a Lady.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Katie?
Yes, I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I want to make sure we hear you real good there. Okay. How you doing today?
I am great. I hope everybody's doing well. And thank you for having me today, Wiley.
Yes, it's good to have you. Now, we are live on the 4th of July. Baby, it's a fireworks. Okay. What you do for the 4th, Katie?
Well, I just sit around the house and I clean up and I cook. I went live as well earlier. You know, it's some stuff going on in the YouTube street, so I had to go live and talk about it.
Oh yeah. So speaking about YouTube, you did a video, and my producer said, because I didn't watch the video, I was in a behavioral health unit because Armon Wiggins and Storm Monroe called the cops. False report, and the police did a great service. Shout out to the Dallas Police Department. Can we say shout out to the police? Can we clap for the police?
Shout out to the police.
They took me and got great health at the Texas Health Hospital. We had orange chicken, bell peppers, gravy, double portions. And unfortunately, my so-called friends threw me under the bus. And I want to tell my friends, Katie Talk 101, Couture Bay, and others that met me, do not let the devil, Armon Wiggins, he's a crystal meth addict. Storm is on the down low. Don't let them queens turn your opinion against Brother Wiley.
I would never do that, Wiley.
They are a crystal meth addict, and he need much prayer. He need rehab. Now we got that out the way. TGIF is canceled. Would you mess up a bag, Katie Talk 101, $1,000 per day, 5 days a week? That's $5,000 a week. Would you mess that bag up if you was hired for TGIF?
No, sir, I would not. And I'm gonna tell you about this because me and my sister was actually discussing this a few hours ago. She sent me a link. It made like the big blog. I think it was it Neighborhood Talk, I believe.
Yeah, that's my baby daddy. That's Kyle.
Yes. So she sent me the screenshot, and I was like, "Sis, that's Armon Wiggins. I've been telling you about him because you know Armon has an infamous name. He's very infamous in these YouTube streets." So my sister was like, "Katie, for a celebrity, $1,000 is not a lot." I said, "But for a YouTuber, $1,000 5 days a week is a lot."
Oh, they said they can't barely hear you. Oh, you got your mic plugged up so they can hear you real good. They can hear you real loud. But $1,000 per day. Go ahead, Katie. You there?
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, say something. Can y'all hear now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, they say you said they're far away, but they made make sure the volume was really out. They made $1,000 per day. That's $5,000 a week. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
You do the calculation. If he would have held on to that for 6 months, he'll be real good.
Yeah, $250,000, $5,000 a week is literally 5,000 times 4, and
So
literally
20,000 times 6.
That's a lot of money.
$120,000, ain't it?
That's a whole lot of money that they messed up on Fox Soul.
Armon
Armon Wiggins and Claudia. Now, mind you, on www.wilderthetroll.com, we broke the story, you guys. We broke the story. And Katie Talk, I just want to know, why do you think people ain't giving Wiley the credit? Because we've been calling this out from day one that Armon Wiggins F up every bag he get.
Wiley, I hope they can hear me good. But Wiley, I don't know if I'm going to have to step out and come back. But let me tell you this. Wiley, you did call it. You was like the psychic or something. I don't know. I guess you've been following Armon for a minute, so you know his pattern. But
I've been friends with Armon when he was screwing people in LA. I mean, screwing people in his mama driveway. That was back in 2012.
Oh, wow.
I've been knowing him a long time when he used to be like, hashtag Armon Wiggins, hashtag Masecto, hashtag Kelly Rose is back. He will always say hashtag. And he said he used to have a saying, recording live from a secret location. That used to be his introduction.
Oh, so you don't, okay, I was going to ask you this, Wiley. Do you think it'd be a good idea for me to get a reading from Armon?
Absolutely not.
You don't think
Unless you want to be a crystal meth addict. Do you want to be a crystal meth addict?
No, sir.
Then there's no need for you to get no reading from him. You believe in the Lord. Don't switch the devil's cards. You believe in Jesus. That's all you need.
I know this, right?
Because Armon gave the glory to the cards. And what happened? He lost.
He lost. Oh, let me step out and check my mic and add me right back while
Okay.
Make sure I'm right.
He gave credit. Let's put Armon on the screen here. Thank you, producer. He gave credit to the cards. Give credit to the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd. It didn't say the cards is my shepherd. It said the Lord is my shepherd. And he literally said, I was doing tarot card readings instead of saying I was praying. When you give the devil the glory, you're going to lose. God going to snatch that deal. He snatched it. And you destroyed it. Because nothing the devil give to you going to be great. You're going to lose until you bow down to the Lord of Lords and to the King of Kings. You there?
Okay, I'm here. How does that sound?
Okay. You sound better. You got to give credit to God. And see what Armon did, he gave credit to the cards. And you that love the Lord, don't swat that out. Now, Katie, talk. Do you want a husband and a provider?
Yes, sir.
Stop fucking.
Oh, I've been stopped doing it. You know, actually, since I've been out here in Vegas, since I broke up with my boyfriend, March of 2023, I've been celibate.
And I want you to stay celibate. And I want you to fast.
And I'm going to be honest, it's not even that hard. And I don't know if I'm in an area where it's just like a lot of people that's really not my type. And then it's just some people just don't say the right thing. I easily get turned off. Like,
because you want a husband and a provider. You don't want a homosexual.
Thank you. I did a whole show about a homosexual and actually had a homosexual stalking my YouTube. It was crazy.
You want a husband and a provider. And you don't want no weak husband like Mr. Kibi, Tasha K husband. You want somebody that is strong, that is going to pay the bills, that you can be able to focus on YouTube. You want a strong black man. You don't want no Mr. Kibi. He weak.
Hey man, he is. And while I just
sometimes anybody that follow Tasha K is stupid and weak, and you ain't got no husband and no provider. You got a Mr. Kibi at home, a man that you walk over on.
Yes, shout out to Bougie Barbie. And I was thinking this too, Wiley. A lot of women, you know, especially like black women, sometimes we are very I would say like outspoken, big personalities. And it takes a special man to know how to deal with women like us. Because if you don't,
a man, ain't nothing special about it, that believe in the word and that will know how to put a woman in her place. And she will submit to that order. Why? Because she got a husband and a provider. The problem is women is controlling because they make money as being a commentator, and they don't know how to submit being the HBIC, and they come in with that attitude, and their husband is weak and don't know how to put the HBIC in check and tell her, yes, you the HBIC out there. But when you come in this house, you must submit under my order and direction. Or I'm going to put your high out of your place. So when Cardi sent the cease and desist, Mr. Kibi should have executed his authority as her husband and deleted the damn video. and that would
He
not
should
be
have
a
put his
story.
foot down. He should have put his foot down. And Wiley, I was thinking this. I feel like when I was listening to that trial, and I don't know if you remember this, but I'm pretty sure you do. Did you remember when Tasha's husband said, I was telling Tasha to stop talking about Cardi? Do you remember that?
I believe, yeah. You can tell her, but you got a disobedient wife. Delete the video. You got the passcode. Shut it down and change the passcode.
Yes, and then that's the thing too, Wiley. I just feel like, in a sense, people were looking at it like, dang, Tasha's husband threw her under the bus. I don't feel like it.
Tasha's husband did throw her under the bus, but he should have thrown himself under that bus.
Yes, he should have threw himself under there because
and said, I did not, as the owner of TV Studios, did my authority and did it. Cardi should have never won that lawsuit. You know why she won, Natasha? Because Tasha K said, I lied. I knew she didn't have it. I did it to go viral.
Dang.
Tasha admitted it. Her lawyers were so that the judge said you need to go back to the first year of law school.
Dang.
The judge said that about Tasha K lawyers.
But I'm going to be so honest right now, Wiley, and I'm not trying to come from the area of an enabler or anything. But even though she admitted that she lied and everything, I still feel so bad about her losing.
You feel bad because you're a woman. You're supposed to feel bad. I don't. Because if somebody said you had herpes and that you gave it to your child,
did she say it or did she insinuate?
She said it. And Cardi B said, when I kiss my child and somebody comment, why you kiss your child? Don't you got herpes?
Oh, no.
See, you guys got to read the transcripts, pull up the case. And I was telling Couture, I love you, sister, but you hanging around a woman that lied and put a disease on somebody that didn't have a disease. And if you want to be her friend, you can't be the friend of the Wiley Show. Go sit with her. Now, when you fall out with Tasha, she gonna do what she do best, put allegations out on you. What did she say about Brother Storm? She said to Storm Monroe, I felt uncomfortable around Storm around my son because I was molested when I was a little girl. I felt like he tried to touch my little son.
Oh my God.
So this is who y'all hang around with. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to say Tasha K is my friend and she said that Storm Monroe is a child toucher. Alluded to it. Said that Cardi B had herpes. If you hang around with a woman like that, it's something wrong with your character. And when she turned against you, not if, when, don't come crying to Brother Wiley.
Yeah,
I told Kyle in my point, I said, Kyle, the day you stop posting on the neighborhood talk, you will be called an F word and a child toucher. Mark my words. Anybody turn against Tasha K, she put the most extreme allegations out on them. Look at what she said about Joe Budden. You know why she dragged Joe Budden? Because he refused, because of Cardi B influence, pull the podcast episode. See, I got to tell Couture because you met me in Vegas. Tasha K told Couture the day of the meet and greet, tell Wiley to take down that video that I'm going to federal prison. Tell him to take it down. That's your friend. She waited on your first meet and greet throughout history for Couture. This is her first one. This lying devil, Tasha K. Tell him to take it down.
Oh my God.
To tell me to take down a video on my channel. Do you think I listen to Couture, babe? No. Number one, she's not my wife. Number two, she's a woman. And she don't have the authority. God didn't give it to her. The only reason why she didn't get You sound like a foolish woman because it was our meet and greet. But that was a foolish decision to even utter it. You should have never texted me that. Right then and there, that was before the police showing up. You have been moving funny since then. Working for Tasha. You sent the text. When you play against a two-fisted thoroughbred man, you got to be from the South to know that term.
That's right.
You got to understand my spiritual background. I know evil and I can sniff it a mile away. I was born and raised by a drunk. Sinners, top sinners. I was raised with general sinners. You cannot play me to be no fool. And you met Wiley. We sang and did karaoke.
Yeah.
Katie talk. Was she there?
Yes.
Was Tasha K in the room, Katie?
No.
Was Armon Monroe in the room?
No.
Well, damn it, why are we taking up for those people and their narratives?
No, I know it. We had 20-something supporters and YouTubers in one karaoke building.
So stop teaming up with Tasha. I'm against it because she put an allegation out on Storm Monroe. And Brother Wiley took up for Storm. We didn't drag Storm and say he touched that little baby. We didn't believe it because it's coming from a known liar. But Storm was so quick to run with a narrative with lies about my mental health. Last time I checked, he's not a psychiatrist. Last time I checked, he's not my doctor. Last time I checked, he's not a medical doctor. He's a social worker.
That's right.
And not even a good one because he is on YouTube buying bots. Say amen or say
you think he buying bots? Can't they get your page taken down? You buying this stuff?
Absolutely. Why do you think they ain't been going live talking about this story?
See, that's why y'all can tell the numbers I have. I just hit 2,000 or whatever, but I would have been brought somebody.
You doing 2,000 and they think you got 300,000 views. That's weird. And 2 comments. Then this control farm, you can buy comments now.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
You don't know that because you're not looking for no evil stuff like that, doing payola. We have true engagement, organic engagement. I told Tasha, you can't bring Couture to be no plant. She's not intelligent enough. She gonna tell on herself, she's a woman. I'm a man. Women always telling themselves because they're emotional. She was pissed off. You kept bothering her. Tell him to take it down. And she said, Wally, forget about it, friend. Thank you. But I'm going to keep this in the chamber. Like what Funky Dineva said about Claudia. I'm just releasing it out of the chamber. Why do you think Tasha ain't going to deal with you? You told where it came from. It came from Tasha. Now going live, I didn't tell them to take it down. You were caught in the middle. You can't even drag Wally if you wanted to. Because people going to say, but did you meet Wally? He had bipolar then. He did the library situation. You still met him.
Yeah, and Tasha don't take no videos down. Tasha not finna take a video down. She had a whole lawsuit.
That's why she in the lawsuit. So I want to know why they put Couture under the orders of a lying demon, Tasha K. Why would you do it? Apologize. Y'all run with these false narratives. You don't know nothing about mental health if you ain't got no husband and provider. Shut up. Don't say nothing about Wiley mental health. You ain't got a husband and provider, and you got children. Obviously, Wiley's been doing good because he ain't got no babies roaming around Chicago, roaming around Vegas, roaming around Dallas, Texas. I am child-free and married-free. Never been married. I'm qualified to be somebody's husband. But are you a strong enough woman to submit to this order?
I know that's right.
I'm ready to be somebody's husband. They don't take no foul woman that's weak listening to Tasha. You easily manipulated by the devil. You've been moved. You've been bamboozled.
That's true.
Known liar. Cardi will tell you about Tasha K. Then Cardi B said, you're going to jail, embezzle. What did that liar do?
What'd she do?
She made a song about it. A joke.
And it was called Embezzle. Embezzle. Is that song?
Well, she made a joke.
I think I remember that. Was Storm Monroe singing that song?
I don't know
Embezzle.
if he said or not, but my thing is, you need to sing "Come On Out the Closet." You can't hide.
I remember that song. It kind of slapped a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all don't do y'all. And I tell y'all, I'm a single black man with no children. You cannot criticize Wiley when you have babies and you don't have a father to help you with it. Don't try to diagnose Wiley because you should have followed Wiley blueprint by staying child free. And most of y'all, if you to stay child free, you'll be able to enjoy your fourth and able to travel more. You can't.
Now that's true, but
I follow God's anointing and power by not having children without being married.
But shoot, if a lot of these women, to be honest, if a lot of these women did have children, when they get older, they wouldn't have nobody to help take care of them. Because a lot of them not married. So just think if they're not married and they don't have any children. I mean, your siblings and your friends, they get old right along with you, so they can't help take care of you.
Right. But my thing is,
I don't have kids, so
do it
the
right,
kids can help.
and you treat people right. I've been as a CNA for years. Your neighbor would take care of you. I've seen strangers, neighbors, because if you're a good person, God will send people your way that's not blood. I've seen people that they own blood threw them under the bus, and then the lady set up her will before she died and gave everything to her neighbor. Her daughter came there, she was shocked. She said, I thought, yo, mama, yo. And the mama signed over everything, brought the lawyer, signed it all over to her neighbor. Because her neighbor took care of her. Fed her, came and visited. Not her daughter. But once the daughter found out she died, she thought she was going to inherit everything. She didn't get a dime.
Oh, wow. That's
because your own blood, it could be your own blood, will stick your hand part in the nursing home and won't even visit you one day.
That's true too.
I've seen people, their own family turn back. None of the family come. The state will have to take over because the family won't even come see them. Won't do nothing. So the state will have to take over. No family will come and say, hey, this is my uncle.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my uncle. Hey, Baba Shatta. We blocking people today.
Yeah.
We ain't dealing with y'all in that chat to troll. Them days are over. I am the moderator, the host, the founder, the editor, the teleprompter, the caterer. I am everything. Yep. You ain't coming in this chat trying to troll. Sorry. Take that over there to somebody that's down low or take it to liar Tasha K. And anybody around Tasha, you're going to crumble. And I hope you didn't go out there and get no cash apps, illegal funding from Tasha and didn't pay no taxes because she do owe the IRS.
So do you think that's why she going to the feds because of the IRS situation or something else?
Because IRS, tax evasion, bankruptcy fraud. Bankruptcy fraud is when you file bankruptcy, you're supposed to tell your amount of income. You cannot lie and say, girl, I only make $0.00. But when you making all the cash apps, super chats, money from Tasha K Live, you ain't put none of that. Tasha put on her paperwork, let's sum it up. I make only $1,200. That's a lie. If you think Tasha K only made $1,200, I got a bridge in Baltimore to sell to you.
I swear, you know she made more than that. I mean, it's $12.99.
Thing about Tasha, she threw everything in a trust and named it after her daughter and herself.
Oh, they really can't touch them.
Money like that and didn't do a good job because they caught the lady that set it all up.
Yeah. One thing about it, they can't touch them kids' money.
And you did all that. That's Cardi B money. You switching money.
That's the kids' money. That's
$4 million. It's too late. You should have thought about your children before you lied on Cardi. You didn't think about Cardi B children. And Cardi was going to let you know. The day that Tasha K blamed the demise of Takeoff because of Cardi B, that's when Cardi B said the gloves is off.
I got a question to ask you and be honest with me, Wiley. Do you feel that Cardi B would be further along in her career if it wasn't for that Tasha K trial?
I think Cardi B make a lot of money. I think that you want her to be further along in the music industry. You do know the music industry is all about 360. There is nobody making money in the music industry. That's why every artist get liquor deal, brand deals. You hustle outside the music industry. Nobody in the music industry or going to music industry to be wealthy alone. You have to do merchandise, liquor deals, whip shots, and stuff. Cardi B is smart enough to know I don't need another album. She made her money because these record companies want you to get in debt, take all these unnecessary loans, and you be in debt and debt and debt. Look at her husband. Her husband had issues with his label.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to get out of that slave contract. Cardi B got bread. So do Offset. That is two incomes coming in.
Yeah.
She ain't struggling for no bread. The reason why she coming after Tasha to make an example, because Tasha must be shut down because look what happened. She could lie on Kevin Hart. She lied on all these other people, put allegations on people. She have not stopped. She have not learned her lesson. She is the one person that should have learned because she went through the legal process and the jury said you are held liable. Baby, when you go against the jury and the judge told Tasha before she went there to trial, I think you should settle. You're going to lose.
She should have just settled.
And
but I think she
did delete the video when 50 Cent sued the Shade Room. You know what Angie did? She didn't know it. She took down the post and she apologized to 50 Cent.
How much did they have to pay 50?
I don't know how much they had to pay, but I think the settlement was just remove the post and apologize. And they probably paid a couple of thousand or whatever. But the point is, it moved on. She wasn't like Tasha K. I'm going to keep the video. I wipe my A word with a cease and desist. I put it on my children. I will never lose this lawsuit. Not only did you put death on your children's economic future, you spoke death to their future and standing in the social media, in the world streets. What about your daughter? She ever known the daughter of a liar.
Dang. And I heard Tasha say something about people at her daughter's school, like, say stuff to her about her mom.
Of course. You know, kid, whose fault is that? That's Tasha's fault. The mama.
Bless her heart. It's not the kid's fault.
But because it's the mother fault because you brought that to your children. You know, sometimes parents, you can mess up and it can affect your children's future. There's some things you can do as a parent, and your children will suffer the consequences as well.
Yeah, they say that in the Bible. A child pays for his parents' sins.
So, understanding this with Tasha, you cannot say my original point that that woman is a friend because she is two man and a lady we did. Mm-hmm. And Tasha said, I want to do a show called The Wine is the New Tea.
I remember that.
And she was paying money. She tried to compete with Fox Soul and Two Man and a Lady. Guess what happened to The Wine is the New Tea? It didn't last a good 6 months. It didn't last a good 2 months. Because she ran out of money.
YouTubers over there.
Huh?
It used to be different YouTubers over there.
No chemistry. They couldn't crack views to say they life. And then the views was low. And Tasha told Peaches called me, said, there is no money.
Oh, no.
No money. Tasha was like, ain't no money, blah, 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 blah. Try to get in a beef with Wiley. It ain't working. Wiley ain't talking about the show.
Dang.
It didn't make no money.
You couldn't even do no commentary on the show?
Not at all. It was so boring. You couldn't even do commentary. First of all, I can't stay awake with the people that she had on there. Couture was great, but the man, boring. Couture have talent. But she was over there with Tasha, and then and then what Tasha do? Use Couture to lie. But we're gonna bring the show back. It's on a high hiatus. You know, goddamn, you ain't got the bread. You ain't got no Mr. Maddox money. You broke. You can't afford to give them no $1,000 per episode.
Dang, no, she can't afford that, Wiley. Do you think she could afford that?
So why she tried her best to do it, and all they was doing is promoting Tasha K on stage? That's dry. That's not sincere. Bring them on stage and let them do a comedy set.
Yes, let them
get up there and do a comedy set and everything like that. But she's afraid of being upstage. She can't bring me on there do no comedy set. I shut it down. There'll be an encore. We want Wiley back. He reminds me of Bernie Mac. Who you is? We want him back on stage. Tasha, you born. She can't bring me up there on that stage. They ain't gonna want to see no Tasha. They're gonna say, boo, bring Wiley back.
Yeah. No, you can't upstage the headliner.
And I will do it.
Have you
Baby,
ever done a comedy show
I'm a
before?
black man with a big fat head. You will be upstage.
You ever did a comedy show before?
No, I have. I've done plenty of comedy on YouTube and just do it on whatever. You got a live artist. I'm gonna act real wild on that stage.
I know that's right.
I might show them the stage of my jack strap.
I've been to several comedy shows, and if you try to upstage the headliner, it is off your head, buddy.
They get mad, and it ain't gonna be off my head. Try it if you want to. You get thrown in jail, and it'll be a library rampage part 45.
Oh no! I gotta be there to do coverage.
Okay, you'll be there reporting live. You ain't gonna let Mr. Keep put his hands on me. I'ma whoop the beta out of him.
I swear.
I had to bring you on.
$1,000 a show, like
$1,000 per day. Armon messed up. Only crackheads mess up deals like that.
And then you already know, like when it comes to YouTube, there's a lot of YouTubers out there making money, but sometimes that money is not like steady. Like one money,
YouTube income fluctuates. And you guarantee to get $1,000 a day from Foxo, a check, and you mess that up, you deserve to go through financial turmoil. Armon had to get evicted. He behind his rent.
He got some high rent.
High rent, $6,000 a month, and not including his rent for his office building, a couple of $1,000s a month.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
And now your income gone. You ain't making no money on YouTube. You got the strike. Go to Armon Wiggins' videos. It went down to 4,000 views.
4,000 views.
Because you can't buy views no more. You know why it ain't at 400,000? You can't buy it no more.
I hate that for him.
I know, because it's unfair for YouTubers like us that work our ass off and get true engagement, and you get to buy it and get paid for false views. That's wrong.
That's not cool.
And didn't even tell me how to buy the views. I ain't got to do that anyway.
And he was actually getting paid for the broad views?
Yes.
Oh, that's illegal. Man, I'm sorry. I'd rather build my stuff the organic way.
Because you're going to get caught. And he got caught. Him and Storm Monroe got caught. Storm made a video. I just got out of YouTube jail. I posted something on my community wall. No, brother, you got a strike. You lied to the people.
Dang.
Stop lying.
That's why he was going.
You didn't even lie right. We know you got a strike. All these stories going on, you can't go live and talk about it. Armon Wiggins, you not live and you are the topic of discussion? You brought the knot to your house, you FaceTimed the knot because you were so drunk and high. And he saw you with 6 different devices with a troll farm?
Oh wow! And you know what I heard? I heard Wiley. I heard that Armon went to King Payne and really was like pleading with him to do that whole surviving Wiley situation.
It's the truth.
Yeah, Mouth TV broke that down.
He went to King Payne. Go do us up. Do you know the lies that he said about surviving Wiley?
Yes, you remember I had debunked it on my show.
Yes, you read the cease and desist letter that we sent to Michael Braggs.
Yes, I remember all that. I was like, dang.
They put out a lie. And this is why King ain't blessed. He ain't went further than what he is. He tried to be on reality television. That shut down. And Armon not blessed. Look at the lies they said about Wiley.
They said some treacherous stuff.
It was so treacherous, he had a whole email. And look how Armon went down. He been losing ever since.
Yeah, man, God don't like ugly.
You lied in the lies that they told. That came from the pits of hell. But look who losing jobs. $1,000. Armon Wiggins getting dragged. Stupid. Look at us teaming up with Al Reynolds, Sean Allen, powerful people in the industry. He teaming up with colorist Claudia. Claudia can't keep a man. She ain't got no kids. And she in debt because she got a gambling habit. We've been told y'all this. Listen to Wiley. I am a single black man ready and qualified to marry a woman. But some of you women can't get a man because y'all not ready for a man. Y'all need a boyfriend. Because a powerful man like that, you ain't going to submit to it. You too disobedient.
Yeah, and that's not good.
And that's why you gonna stay single with kids, and you ain't gonna have no man. Because a real man, with my way of thinking, ain't gonna deal with no talking back woman.
Now, that's true.
They ain't gonna deal with that. You believe that? Go out there. How does it get you? I had a sister on the show. She trying to overtalk me on my show, and she said, "You gonna donate? Well, I gotta donate Friday because I got things to do. I got things to do. I got things to do. I said, what things you got to do? She got a whole man. I said, if you ain't got no, do you have a husband? I don't need no husband if I can provide for myself. If you got a boyfriend, that's a lot. That's a shame. If you got a man and you still got to work twice as hard,
it's not easy.
A year and 2, 3. There's no way in the world that you, Katie Talk, should have a man. I'm your man, and you still working every day, all day, doubles and triples.
Oh no, I'm not finna be working like that.
And I'm bringing an income. That means somebody ain't don't know how to manage a checkbook.
No, that's true.
I tell people all the time, Wiley is a strong, independent black man. I can team up with you. I can turn you loose because I'm a man. I'm not going to miss an ounce of sleep. Y'all going to be over there with Tasha. And when Tasha go to prison for bankruptcy fraud, did you going to be right back? Wiley was right. Oh, Wiley was right. Oh, he was so right. Common sense will tell you lie on bankruptcy paperwork, you're going down. The mayor, Mayor Hinier and Dalton, Illinois, Dalton, the village administrator, got indicted for what? Bankruptcy fraud.
They get you so fast for that.
He got it for bankruptcy fraud. In Cook County, the prosecutor, federal court, he got indicted by federal prosecutor for bankruptcy fraud. Google it. I know what I'm talking about. You all that do not read court documents, you don't know. I talked to Megan Cuna. I know how to read court documents. How I used to say is when, it's not if, when. Now on tomorrow on WileyTheTroll.com, I'm going to write an open letter to the Department of Justice that they must open up a criminal probe against Tasha K.
You gonna do that, Wiley?
Absolutely. You teamed up with Couture Bay. You got her spinning the narrative. Now, who you think narrative gonna win? Tagging the Department of Justice with power and influence, Wiley or Tasha? Who you think the white folks gonna listen to? Now, if you don't believe,
they're gonna be saying you the police if you do that. They're gonna call you the police.
I don't care. Call me the Popo. I love the Dallas Police Department. They're the greatest ever. Protect the blue. Blue lives matter. How do you think Armon Wiggins, this brother, got on Fox Soul?
How did he get on there? He got on there
for Armon to get on Fox Soul.
He got on there through Claudia.
Nope. WileyTheTroll.com. It was Wiley.
Oh, wow.
And I tagged Fox, and them white folks book are about, oh yeah, he's feminine, he can do it, and he lost. Now, because Fox Soul is not about Couture Bay saying anything bad, Natasha. She's attached to Tasha K. And nobody is a friend of mine is attached to Tasha. You cannot. You cannot.
But at one time she was like, like
and Tasha told her until she showed me the evidence. Because I believe you a spy. Why did you tell me to take that video down during this broadcast? Either A, you've been had it and you waited. It's up to Couture to answer that. See, women, y'all gonna take up for it. It's in your nature. Good. Take up for it. But a man that owns and the head of this household gonna speak it. I'm telling you. I was there. I got the receipt in my phone. See, when you take up for folks, some of y'all don't even take up for them because you're gonna look crazy. Because when you show the receipts, oh man, why would she ask that? Women take up other women even when they wrong. And that's not good.
I don't know why we do this.
Because y'all do it because it's in y'all nature. That's why God brought a man to the scene to check that nature.
No, but you know what? I think it's in our nature.
Women are the weaker vessel.
But
Job, when Job was getting raised, he was getting so hurt by the devil because God removed the hedge. Job's wife said to him, "Why don't you cuss God and die?" Job turned to his wife and said, "You sound like a foolish woman."
ooh.
In the Bible, it said, "A wise woman builded her house, but a foolish woman plucked it down." That's Tasha. Only a fool would bring $4 million to their doorstep. Some of us can't even take care of $10,000 in debt, and you talking about $4 million.
$4 million is a lot.
That's a lot of money. You can't even say, "Well, Cardi B should have never won that lawsuit." It's too late. The jury already said she won. Cardi won.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Tasha is paying her back. I mean, Tasha has a lot of money coming from
bankruptcy to prevent the garnishment of her YouTube check.
Okay, but they can get her in other
income. In order for them to do it, because when you file bankruptcy, everything ceases from the creditors. They can't touch your money. They can't garnish that until it's a judge or whatever the bankruptcy court got to say. So that's why she filed bankruptcy, to prevent that. And when she filed bankruptcy, not only she did that to kind of like slow everything down, she also was transferring money out of her bank account and putting it in trust. Oh, you got to read, baby. And some of y'all ain't read up on that. You can't have no comment. You didn't read. Shut up. That's why Trump needs to get elected, for some of you blacks to wake up. He gonna get elected because some of y'all don't vote. Anyway.
Did you ain't lying. You heard about that Project 2025?
Yeah, I heard about it. And most people didn't even read Project. They just took what Taraji P. Henson said. Yeah. A woman that only gets paid fairly in Hollywood.
So they don't read, so they take whatever anybody feeds to them.
So we know she don't read because she be reading them lowball contracts and then cry, want us to march for her. Why should we march for you? I didn't receive a raise in so long. Well, honey, you signed the contract. You stupid.
She signed it.
You didn't want to stand with Monique. You thought what Monique did, she was crazy. Guess who won in the end? Monique. Guess who got a Netflix and they paying her fairly? Monique. Guess who got her own Netflix special? Monique. Guess who was there in the audience when I was bigger? Wiley.
Yep.
These are the people that want to turn against Wiley. Was Tasha K in the audience? Nope. You turned against the wrong one and you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer because you ain't going to have that hedge of Wiley. And you're going to be out there by yourself. You ain't going to have that support. Because some of y'all take my kindness for weakness. But you know I'm a preacher and a prophet.
I know this.
I can turn you. And I'm going to speak to your shame. And another thing why I disagree with Couture, and she know why, you allow AT2 to come. I didn't agree with that.
Yeah, what's with AT2?
He coming to see me. Do you know who AT2 is and what he said?
Yes, I did a story on AT2 a few years back. And he had some situation going on with another YouTuber.
And what he said about Monica? And
what he said?
I approve of Monica, where he dragged Monica all about the tea. When her panel was disbanded, he made a funeral. He was friends with Monica, like he was friends with Couture. Soon when Monica was going through hell with them people dragging her, AT2 dragged Monica. And you think And he want to show up. And then Couture said this. He coming to see me. The first night we were there, this is debunked her that it was all a lie. When we was at the Hakkathon at the MGM, and you had to say you a guest of Marquise Wiley, because I had 7 guests under my name. We talked to the promoter. They said, say Marquise Wiley, and they get to get in for free. Guess who didn't show up?
AT2.
Exactly. I thought you was there to see Couture back.
You
was there to be nosy.
There to be nosy. That's why a lot of people be around.
You was there to see if the knot was gonna come and throw them hands on me. And what you would have saw was Wiley defend himself. I'm not a weak man. I'm from the South Side of Chicago, Inglewood, baby. Check and Google that area.
No, that's right.
I'm not the one to be fooled and played with.
You don't look like you play.
I don't play at all, so I don't even think that you should try. And did they not come and try? What did Couture say? See, don't you defend no Couture. You don't know all the story. You're gonna look foolish. Couture called me months ago. If the meet and greet was in April, let's just say she called in January, February. That's before the meet and greet, months before the meet and greet. Did not call her. Now, mind you, did not got my phone number. I test my phone. Why you always getting information and you got to relay it to Wiley? You
no, the name denied. It wasn't denied somehow in the Surviving Wiley series.
The same thing. But my thing is, why you sharing it? Then I got my number. You always in mess and you acting naive. Why you always sharing something? The nut said he gonna come to the meeting. You know he ain't come, but why would you share?
The nut was in Vegas.
I told her this in front of my straight friend that I want to test and ride his face. I said, if he come, tell him he better come locked and loaded.
Oh,
because I guarantee you, somebody is leaving in a zip that bag.
Oh, no, that's right.
I said, let him come. I ain't apologizing for him for what. If he come, you better get ready for a battle.
Oh, that's right.
And my friend said he don't know who he messing with, who your family are, how you is. Let him come. But you shared the information. Couture shared it. She was the messenger. When you always share messengers with mess, I look at you, I give you the side eye. You always sharing something. Watch people always sharing, but this person said this, watch them. And I'm going to still do the meet and greet because I'm thinking long term because I know we're going to fall out. But I'm going to make sure we do that meet and greet.
Yeah, because I thought we were going to have another one. I mean, if it goes right.
Yeah, we are doing another one. I'm doing one in Virginia. You can be on the fly. I'm going to be in Virginia.
Yeah, and I don't have to be on the fly. I just want to be there.
No, I put you on the fly. I like putting people on the fly. Put on the fly. Bring your people. We go to Virginia. And when when Couture said this, another thing Couture did, this before the mental health manic breakdown.
I want to talk about
I was in her chat.
Go ahead.
A couple of weeks ago, I was in her chat. This one I knew. I said, okay, Couture, you got to get this rap of Wiley. I'm in the chat. Okay, well, I'm going to drop the link. And she hurried up and ended the live. Now, how many times I let you come on my show and talk about Armon Wiggins and Milagro Grams? And you just going to say, okay, you're going to lose. Because when Milagro get a hold to you, I ain't know. And when she get a hold to you, may God have mercy on your soul. She don't let up.
Yeah, she gonna tear your butt up.
So you haven't happened with that. You tried all these little bitty things and you don't know I'm testing you. What kind of friend you are. And you over there with Tasha. Then when you went over there to that Twitter space, y'all used that moment to drag Armon drug habit. This is why Couture, he dragging you. You sneaky. He can drag me all day. We've been dragging him day one. We ain't sneaky with it, but you are. You act naive. And when Armon Wiggins get you, when he get high on that crystal meth, you gonna be crying. You did that. You met Wiley and teamed up with him. Ain't nothing you can say about Wiley that's gonna stick. You met the man. Well, if he did that to the library, why did you meet him? Well, why did you do that?
Man, we went out to eat.
We went out to eat and ate and had a good time. Who won at the dinner table? AT2. But I thought he was there to see Couture. Hey. He wasn't there to see, he was there to be nosy to see a fight. My point is this, people. You cannot try Wiley, and I come from a addicted mother of alcohol, a cooning grandmother, a cooning uncle. You cannot outdo and outsmart Wiley. I'm from the church game, and I'm from the streets. You ain't that sneaky. And Couture Bay, you sent text. Take down that video, friend. Right then and that is weird. Who just say, friend, take down that video? It reminded me of Peter, when Peter said, I will never betray you, Jesus. And Jesus turned to Peter, you're going to deny me thrice. But Jesus knew who was going to betray him. I knew it. I said, yeah, we're going to deal with this. This going to be fun. But I'm going to act naive. And when I act naive, I'm collecting receipts. Just doing foolish things. Foolish. Why would you do that? Tasha K dragged Wiley. She on her way to prison. We gonna write an open letter to the Department of Justice. That's the Attorney General. You a female. You can't manipulate a two-fisted thoroughbred man, ma'am. You can't. My platform is too powerful. And I'm my platform. Me in the flesh. It's me. You cannot outsmart Wiley with foolish lies and deceit. You can't control Wiley. You ain't that at that level. Neither could Tasha. She brought me a camera. And she thought, I could control Wiley. I bought him a camera. And Chelsea telling her, return the camera. Where Chelsea at now? Deliver an old baby. She looked bad and sad. Almost got deleted off the table. Health is failing. Look bad. Life is all out of her. She looked better when she dated Von Ray. She got that African, that old man, he got her looking old. No refunds. That's what I told her. Look at Chelsea now, she looked bad. Sad. Terrible. She looked terrible. You came on Wiley. Look bad. Terrible. Terrible, she looked bad. All right. Now, let's get into these videos and these topics. After the man got through, you see, when you got a man speaking, this is why we got women supporters. You got to be a strong woman to watch Wiley. You can be weak too. Just stay in the bushes. All right. Give me a second. Roland Martin blocked us. Roland Martin Unfiltered had blocked us from Twitter. We are a Republican. We are defending and promoting President Donald J. Trump. We are a supporter of some of the things Project 2025 stand for, and we are supporting that, and we are definitely supporting that and everything of that nature. because it's a very important thing. Because when Roland Martin, as a person that have been doing stuff for over some years, we are supporting him because he is great for the men of the job, and we love Roland. Now, the thing that we dislike about Roland Martin is that Roland Martin doesn't understand that you cannot be begging Democrats and saying, oh, or saying, folks, vote for Democrat, and then you do a whole segment, they ain't paying me fairly. They ain't paying me fairly. How can you beg Democrats that they're not paying you fairly when you telling us to vote for the same party that's not writing you a check? You're doing the Democratic Party bidding. At least they can give you a multi-million-dollar check, and you don't need to be posting your Cash App and your Zelle and stuff like that. And Roland Martin, he had promoted a Ponzi scheme. Roland Martin Unfiltered promoted a Ponzi scheme on Roland Martin Unfiltered, having folks donate to this Ponzi scheme. He got paid on the back end, and then they owe him like $80-some thousand. He promoted this whole Ponzi scheme, had all these Roland Martin Unfiltered fans invest, and it was a whole Ponzi scheme. And then he had to work with the authorities to get some charges and all of that. And he didn't tell the people that he got paid on the back end. But when the bottom fall out, all the people was coming for him and said they're gonna sue him. He did like a couple months ago, he did a whole show exposing the Ponzi scheme. But it was you that actually told your subscribers to donate and invest in the Ponzi scheme. You were running the commercial. I've never seen Fox News promote a Ponzi scheme. And then when we were calling him out on it, he blocked us on Twitter. I'm like, I voted for Trump, and it's really sad to me that we can do shows and have a black State of the Union on Roland, and you don't have no black Republicans. That's stupid to me. And then it's this guy on Twitter here. I'm gonna show y'all. It's this guy on Twitter, and he was talking about my eye, y'all. Let's go to this. Hold on, y'all. Where we at? Now, this guy right here is a whole Democrat. And the reason why he think he better than Wiley, give me a second. He posted this on his Twitter, right? Bro, maybe it's your crooked letter I that's preventing you from seeing Vice President Kamala Harris' accomplishment. She broken more ties than any vice president in history, passing the most consequential policies like the American Rescue Plan and the Inflation Reduction Act. Baby, that Inflation Reduction Act ain't bring down no inflation. And then I told him, I want y'all to see my quote tweet that I said to him. Give me a second. I'm going to tell y'all my quote tweet. I said, this is what I said to @2raw, what was his Twitter name? @2raw, 2real. I said this to him. There's no need for me to be running. See, this is why Republicans, they love me, because I'm the only one. I'm a great messenger. I'm black. Anyway, so to be honest, it's sad that you don't see how unfit the President of the United States is to be our commander-in-chief. Your favorite homegirl, the VP, isn't even doing her job effectively because she is too busy dancing with the flop gospel artist at Kirk Franklin. So me and him have been going back and forth, and Roland Martin, had blocked me or whatever. One of his panelists, Reese, I'm cool with her. I'm like, because Reese ain't gonna block me because you ain't paying Reese to be on your podcast. You said you cannot pay none of your contributors to be on there. They doing that free labor. So if I pay her $200 to come on, she would be grateful to do it for $200 because that's $200 more that you ain't paying her. And the thing about Roland, he think he know it all, and he know. And I told the Republican Party this in Dallas. I said, I would love to go on Roland's show. Roland refused to bring us on. I told Roland Martin, I am a journalist. We both on YouTube. He told me, are you whatever? You a damn lie. How am a damn lie and I'm a journalist? It's some things I learned from Roland Martin how to be a journalist. I just did not learn to be a journalist cool. I learned to be a journalist for the Republicans for what is right, being a conservative for what is right. Do I agree with everything that the Republican Party stand for? No. But I agree with 90% of the policy that Trump stands for. And the other 10%, we can compromise on that. Do I believe Project 2025 is the end of our democracy? No. Do I believe that Trump outsmarted Democrats? Yes. When Trump got elected, there was vacancies in the Supreme Court. Him as the president can fill those vacancies. Simple. It's not President Trump's fault that the president of the United States, hey, Katie Talk, you there?
I'm sorry, my laptop went dead, y'all.
Oh, okay. It's not my fault that the president of the United States, President Obama, didn't tell the old white woman on the Supreme Court that she finally died under Trump to retire. So it's not my fault. Not my fault. Jada said 111 live viewers, no bias on X. Not my fault. So you all are saying Project 2025. You didn't even read it. It's a conservative agenda by 300 conservative organizations where they want to vet people and all of this type of stuff. All of it is a project. I have a project for the Wiley Show to grow. But is I'm going to get everything from the project? No. No. Now, so it's a project, it's an idea, but they're putting money by it, funded by it, and they're campaigning for it. Okay, Democrats, where are your project for reparation for Black Americans?
They don't have one.
Where's the president of the United States saying something about reparations?
He's not.
Okay, so if we gonna talk against Project 2025 being the end of democracy, and Democrats love Black folks, why are you not giving what Black folks really want is a check from the government? Where is the statement from President Biden saying that he gonna do reparations for Black folks? Kamala Harris talk against reparations. So did President Obama. He said, I'm not the president of Black America or white America. I'm the president of the United States of America. But when he got in office, gays got something from the deal. The Jews got something from the deal. Japanese people got something from the deal. Who didn't get nothing from the deal? Black folk.
Yep, nothing but extra SSI check in the government fund.
So we, as Black folk, voting for Trump ain't gonna be the end of democracy. If you believe that, why wasn't the end of democracy when he was elected? Democracy was still thriving. Y'all just listen to these Democrats that's giving misinformation. It's been led, and Roland Martin is one of the leaders. And Roland, you know why he couldn't cuss me out like a white Republican? Because I'm Black. I'm from Texas. I mean, I wasn't born and raised in Texas, right? I moved to Texas. They gave me the best mental health services. I said in an interview with a reporter that's a Democrat, you know, he didn't even run the story. I said Texas treated me better. The state of Texas treated me better for my mental health than the state of Illinois. The South did. And that brother said off the record, my nephew got treated better in the South than Illinois as well for his mental health. We said that the day that we went to City Hall and when the migrants was first coming to the city from Texas, and them Black women said, Trump, we want Trump. Brother Tyrone Muhammad said, we want Trump. Donald Trump. They didn't even want to tell us, Mayor Johnson didn't even want to tell us, the staff didn't want to tell us how to get to the gallery because this was some of our first time ever coming to City Hall. They didn't want to tell us. But them white folks with them big old camera, I said, there they go, let's follow him. We followed him and we came to the press conference and we hijacked the press conference. Tyrone Muhammad took over. I had my phone airing it on the Wiley Show. So This is what we do. We do a ground game. We go to Vegas. We go to Texas. We've been to Illinois. I have talked to countless drivers, Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, Republicans and Democrats. The majority of them have been saying that inflation is too damn high, insurance is too damn high, gas is too damn high, and they're not getting their fair share from Uber and from Lyft. White, black. I had talked to a driver from Cuba that came from Cuba. He is a political asylum, like, because his family was going to the government, so they came to America for rescue. He said that when I first moved to America, when I first got to America, I heard fire trucks, ambulance, and we thought it was like a movie being shot. We thought it was like a Hollywood movie because we didn't think America had crime.
Oh, wow.
Over in Cuba, they show that America's all crime-free, it's good, it's all movie. We thought it was all like a movie or something. And he saw the dark side of America. And he said Cuba is good as long as you ain't trying to overthrow the Cuban government. And because his family was political, and you know that in Cuba, you can't go against the regime over there. They had to get political asylum in America. I talked to one of the drivers. This is why Wiley is different, because I've been campaigning on the behalf of Trump and myself, because I've been talking to drivers on my station head show. Thousands of listeners listening to me talk to hundreds of drivers, and they're giving you the real tea that they're getting paid less for more work. Democrats and Republicans. And I was at West Clucking, and an old white lady said to me personally, she said, I wish that my money that my husband in nursing home can follow him at home. Do you know there's no law to prevent, like there is no law to say if I have to go to a nursing home, that money follow me at home. If I needed full-time long-term care, I would have to go to a nursing home. Because the law said you don't qualify. If you need 24/7 care, you must go to a long-term care facility.
Yeah.
The law needs to change that if you get the Medicare, Medicaid dollars, it will follow you at home to get a full-time nurse, a CNA, or it will follow you in a facility. Most people will choose home.
That's true.
And an older white woman said it, and you can go and fact check me and go to Angie at West Clucking in Plano.
I believe you too. I just seen some new laws, and I think that's why it's really important that people read up on all the new laws that have been passed.
Absolutely. And is it things that I believe Republicans and Democrats must do?
Oh, yes.
Our healthcare system, let's be honest, and I've said it, Trump must pass a new health care bill. He could call it the Trump care. And in Trump care, they need to allow elderly people to stay at home and get the same care as CNAs and doctors and nurses have to come to their house and paid by the government.
Oh, you know what they do that out here?
Same dollars that follow them in assisted living, long-term care, and nursing home shall follow them at home. It's simple.
They do that out here in Vegas. And the good thing about out here, if you have a family member that have to be taken care of at home, they can choose whatever family member they want to take care of them. And
right. If your family needed like injections and all of that, they would say, hey, you need a full-time nurse and they need to be in a facility, because some people have to get certain shots every 2 hours or some type of IVs and different things that a family member is not qualified to do because they're not a nurse. Some people need to get their machines and etc. And that's why a lot of people are bringing their loved ones to facility, because they work it and they don't get enough, they don't get paid enough to say. So that's why it needs to change. We need to reimagine Medicare, Medicaid, and all of that. We can't erase it and say cut all benefits. We have to reimagine the benefits. And I'm not going to believe what Trump, because I didn't hear Trump say he's going to cut all benefits. That's a lie. He said Social Security will go bankrupt if we allow migrants to get checks and food stamps and this and this and that and that. Migrants in Chicago are getting checks. They're getting food stamp cards. They're getting their rent paid. They're getting free rent. COVID money being spent on illegal migrants, illegal people. That should be going to the south side and the west side and the north side and the east side, the citizens. Why is it going for people with no citizenship. That ain't right.
That is not right.
That's evil. But Roland is preaching Democrat. That don't
Is
make
he?
sense. President Biden failed the border.
And then when they say watch the borders, they say, "Oh, you're a racist."
Yes,
No,
and we
we
racist
need to watch
now.
the
They
border.
come in this border with open arms, and they go right to Texas. And Texas been dealing with this issue, Katie Tall, for decades. Texas
Mm,
been dealing with border towns. They've been dealing with this for decades.
they
No
have.
complaining, just doing a job. And Texas have to fit the bill for this. You know what they said? F no. Why should we continue, Texas officials said, why should we continue to take care of these people when Chicago officials saying we are a sanctuary city? It's in their ordinance of being a sanctuary city. And you know what the governor of Texas said? We're going to send them to the sanctuary city. New York said, we're a sanctuary city. They sent us to New York. In California, they said, I'm a sanctuary city. They sent us to Gavin Newsom state. So if
Mm,
you saying you a sanctuary city, should Texas send the illegal where they can get some sanctuary?
mm, mm, mm,
But when they test it out, now you don't want them there no more. I don't want
mm.
to. I don't want to. Please stop sending them. And then what did Chicago do? They passed an ordinance that if you send them on the bus, you must notify us. And it's a certain time. So if you bring and you break it, you get a fine. And you know what them bus drivers start doing? They start dropping them in the suburbs.
Mm.
And in the suburbs, they have no infrastructure for the migrants. They have to put them on the metro train to the city of Chicago.
No,
And then it
no.
was cold. It was real cold. It was just dropping on the streets. And residents in all of these white suburban, black, areas, they calling 911. Hello, 911. What is your emergency? Well, we see some people that don't speak English walking in the cold.
No, no.
You know why they had to do that? Because Chicago passed an ordinance saying, don't come here unless you give us, before you got to give us warning. They said no. And you know what the governor did in Texas? He put them on planes and dropped them off in the air. Not dropped them off there. He put them in planes and dropped them in airports. And then
Oh
he brought to
no.
Illinois.
Mm, mm, mm.
But
I
my
feel
problem is the federal government should step in.
they most definitely need to step in because what's going to happen when these people start running out of money and resources? They're
You
going to
see what
turn.
we did what? Yes, because you keep tapping in reserves, emergency cash. Then what if Chicago have a crisis? You
Oh my
spending federal COVID money that the city, the Alderman Lopez, didn't even know existed. I didn't think he knew because you supposed to let the city hall, you supposed to notify them, hey, we got some money so they can strategize and approve where the money should go. That is how our democracy works. But the city was like, no, the mayor don't need y'all permission. He could do it, like a dictatorship. But I thought Trump was going to be a dictator. Mayor Johnson is a dictator of Chicago. He too busy getting a lineup and a haircut with his armed Chicago Police Department security detail. This man has spent about $60,000 of campaign fund getting a haircut and a lineup and a new suit and makeup, getting his chin lined up and that gray head mohawk lined up.
God. They're going to need
So
to.
if we gonna be honest here, let's be honest. And the problem is, I'm speaking for Illinois. Migrants is illegal people. We don't want them here. Texas have said it. They don't want them. I don't want them. And neither do my black people in Chicago don't want them. And if you want them, send them to your house. Let them eat
Listen.
your food. That's just like somebody breaking in your house. You gotta feed them and clothe them. And then
Oh
your
no,
kids can't
sir.
eat if you taking care of people that's breaking in your house. That's stupid. We must take care of Americans first.
Thank you. If you don't take care of the home front will not take care of you. If your
It's
home front
simple.
crumble, man, you have no stable foundation nowhere.
We must take care of home first. How in the world can we say we love Americans and we taking care of non-Americans first and neglecting American citizens? There is thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people on the waiting list of the Chicago Housing Authority waiting for shelter. And you mean to tell me non-speaking folks, illegals, are getting housing before Black, Shaquita, and Pookie and Ray Ray, and they've been on a housing voucher for years?
Man, when you say years, I'm talking about Wiley. My sister live in New York. She sees everything firsthand. Hardly anybody can speak any English. And you go somewhere for some type of housing assistance, the line is wrapped around out the door, around the corner. Literally. These people, it's people out there that been waiting on project housing for 10 to 15 to 17 years.
Right. And then you see people come in the country within 30 days get shelter.
Again.
And they come here and they commit crimes against African American people. It was a illegal. He committed a crime against a Black woman in New York, and she whooped his ass because he did so, and he was saying something in Spanish. It's like, please stop. But he tried to rob her, and she whooped her.
He ran up on the wrong one.
He ran up on the wrong one. My point is this: but we reward this behavior, Katie Talk, because we allow these people to come in this country. We don't. We're not government officials. The President Biden administration allow this.
And do you think we could stop anything if we was to get together and have protests against these immigrants? Like go down.
The biggest protest to do it, you must change those at top, because under President Trump, this wasn't going on.
Yeah, you do got to change the top. If you
got to say you get Trump in there the first day in office, he's gonna tell his officials we are deporting them back to their countries. They came from Venezuela, they're going back to Venezuela. They came from Mexico, they're going back to Mexico. Whoever came here illegal, he's going to deport them back. Whatever the agency, the immigration, ICE, there was a policy that Obama had that if I come and see an illegal A, and if he's not there and he live with B, C, and D, and they're illegals, we'll let them stay. We only looking for, or unless they have a felony, then we deport them. On the Trump policy, that if illegal A is in there and he got A, B, C, D, and all these roommates, they all illegal, they all get deported. If they don't have citizenship, they here illegal, they all get deported.
That was Trump
policy. And it created so many jobs for people to work for ICE, because now they have the freedom to deport, to do their job. Their sole job is to protect people and to deport people. Not because people can say, we used to just deport only the real criminals. You have committed a crime when you came to this country illegally. Right then and there, you broke the law. So you must be deported back to your respective countries. And you must come back legally, go through the legal process. How does that feel to all the people that are waiting to get in America legally? And you see people, your cousins, your homeboys, your neighbors, they get to run across the border and bump the line. That means you're going to wait longer to get into the proper channels to get to this country legally.
And I feel like, Wiley, if they respect our land, if they respect our country, then they will come in trying to go about it the right way.
Absolutely. It's because you want to come illegal, because they know under Trump that they couldn't try that. So illegal border crosses was record low under Trump. But because Biden ineffectiveness as a leader, and he had early signs of dementia, and he is just an old man. He don't know if he's coming or going. He wants ice cream. He is allowed to stay in office. And Vice President Harris have every right to implement the 25th Amendment, because President Biden is incompetent. Why do you think the media is saying he needs to sit this out? He needs to retire. He needs to allow Kamala Harris. And then they said Gavin Newsom should take it. Now people say Kamala Harris. The reason why they don't want Biden to step aside, because it's no time to get a new president to run for office. But next month it will be August. Then the month after that it'll be September. Then October. Then November. That's not enough infrastructure to get a new person. The only person that should do it, if you're going to do it, should be Kamala Harris. Because why would you get Gavin Newsom? Baby, this old woman that I met on the bus on the Greyhound, she said, Gavin Newsom up there trying to run. Do you see how he running California in the ground? That woman asked me, God is my witness. She said, do you know what's going on with the Supreme Court for Trump? Is they going to arrest him? I said, no, the Supreme Court is on his side. She said, good, because I'm voting for Trump in November, and I don't want no Gavin Newsom. The Governor Newsom, what he doing? That woman was an old Christian, and she black, and she said, don't vote for Gavin. The governor of California is incompetent. He running California in pure hell with all them homeless people. See, I talk to real voters. I don't talk to AI voters. I talk to people. I'm on the ground. Roland wasn't on the Greyhound. He take the plane.
I know this.
And he eating a lot on them planes.
That's right.
I'm on the bus. I'm with the real, the day-to-day workers. Yes, I take the plane too. I talk to people in the airport. I have.
And at least you got to see the land. I seen the video you was posting.
I see the land and stuff like that. So all these people say Raleigh is mentally incompetent. That's a lie. You lying. And I hope you don't sit on your platform. Don't let my lawyer see that information. You cannot say that. Just say, and this will be the truth. I'm jealous of Wiley because he get to go to Las Vegas and I got to stay in my hate little town. It ain't my fault. You can't take you and your 8 babies to Vegas with your 8 babies. That ain't my fault that you can't up and leave. You can do that when you don't have children and you young.
And it was a beautiful ride. Like you got to see the mountains and everything.
The mountains. The only downfall is that they need technology. When people shit and piss in the thing, there should be some type of technology that makes some good smell stuff in it.
Yeah, because it makes it feel bad.
A lot of people that take, other than I dealt with it, a lot of people that take it is semi-homeless, and that's like the cheaper option and all of that. But they're still human. And I had on my Wiley Show T-shirt, and this guy said to me, very musty, he said, you do a show? And I said, yes, do a show, and blah, blah, blah. I talked to people. I didn't put my nose up. I held my nostrils. Like, oh, that must was tearing my nostrils up. But I told him, I do the Wiley Show, and I'm literally updating my website, you know, I'm really updating my website while he was talking. Because we, Katie, you know this. When we don't have a staff. We are broken.
This house show we sit on us.
We do the research. We do all of that. Yeah. And Katie talked in your video. They said, "Well, Holly can't never keep no right." These are YouTube. These ain't real friends. My real friends are Jonathan L. Flakes. He's a crystal meth addict. Jaquez.
But you and I didn't fall out. I mean, I feel like it was more of a disagreement. But
it's more of a disagreement. Jaquez, he died. Those people have been my friends for decades. Jaquez, he's gone over to glory. Armon Wiggins, I've been knowing Armon Wiggins not as long like Jonathan. Jonathan is addicted to crystal meth, the same drug that Armon Wiggins is playing around with.
Oh no!
So this is why everybody that do YouTube videos, I'm different. It was make sense, and he take Claudia. He's friends with Claudia, so he's blaming because we done with Roland. Before we get to that, we'll talk about make sense. Let me get to these other topics. So we got Roland. We dragged Roland. We got Katie Talk on here, y'all. Let's talk about Waka Flocka since we talk about political stuff. So did I say his name right? Waka Flocka. Is that Waka Flocka?
Yep, that's right. Waka Flocka.
So he told all the Biden people in his concert to leave if you vote for Biden. He said, and then, he's so great. He's a comedian, rapper, celebrity. Ain't nobody that's voting for Biden, a Waka Flocka, gonna leave his concert. It worked. What happened? He went viral. He loved Trump. And you know why he loved Trump? Because Trump was getting them rappers out of jail. He was pardoning rappers. He was pardoning people. The perception of Trump is that he's much of an ally of black men than President Biden. Let's go back, you guys. Back in 1994, I believe, the crime bill, it was Senator Joseph Biden that wrote the crime bill. It was a Democrat. He wrote the crime bill, and it was a Democrat, President Bill Clinton, signed the crime bill. During that time, Hillary Clinton called black gang members or black men super predators. President Bill Clinton signed that crime bill into law. Senator Joseph Biden actually wrote the crime bill. When Anita Hill, when she had an allegation of sexual harassment towards Clarence Thomas, it was now President Biden. He was a Senator Biden. He was on the committee. He prevented another woman to confirm Anita Hill allegation because she was sexually harassed by now Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. So, with this being said, I got to be honest here that President Biden have a very sketchy past when it comes to Black America. Kamala Harris, when she was Senator Harris, when she was on the debate stage, she called President Biden out about his racist policy with busing, talked against busing, and Kamala Harris said, "How can you speak against busing when I am a product of busing?" That's how I became a senator, because my family was civil rights movement activists. She called out President Biden racist antics. You may ask, but why did Kamala Harris get on the ticket? Because of Angela Rye and her goons. They wrote the op-ed. They brought all them black women together, because one thing about black women, I love y'all. Y'all know how to rally behind. Y'all just rally behind the wrong people with them Democrats.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all know how to rally behind. Democrats, the faithful Democrat, the highest voting demographic in the world, in America, is black women. Black women vote the highest, and they vote for Democrats. But the problem with the migrants, they're losing some black women support. I don't think they didn't lose the majority, but you got to understand that it's all about 270. If he flipped Pennsylvania, if he flipped Georgia, if he flipped Ohio, if he keep Florida, if he keep Texas, you lost. And I will not be surprised if New York or California or Illinois go for Trump because of the migrant situation. I will not be surprised. We will not know until November 5th. But what would you do? We'll know on the date of the election day, when them news cameras, when you go outside, when you see all this stuff, just like for November on election day, I may want to go to Chicago or may want to go to Texas. I'm gonna check with the Republican Party to see what would be best for me to do the Wiley Show and host an election night party. I may do it in a Republican place because Illinois, the coons might show up and try to arrest me. Coons.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Republican because these coons, they do too much.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna say right in a Republican state, but I may host it in Las Vegas, or Nevada, or I may host it in Texas because I love Texas. I will be moving back to Texas. Like, if you know what I'm saying, once I look into property and stuff like that, I think I will be moving back to Texas. I just love Texas so much because they have a special place in my heart. But when it comes to Waka Flocka, back to him, y'all. The reason why he loved Trump is because Trump had the perception and the reality and the policy to help black men. And what gets me is we always say, you need to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Excuse me, too wrong, girl, if you don't take, and he's attractive. Like, y'all don't understand. Hold on, Katie, talk with him. He is attractive to royalty, and so is Waka Flocka. Oh, Waka Flocka is not attractive, but not to me. Probably to you, Katie Talk. No shade. Now, Waka Flocka had every right, but them Biden people ain't gonna do it. He did to go viral. Waka Flocka is not as relevant as a rapper like Kendrick Lamar.
No.
So he doing that to keep, to get that MAGA crowd to come to his concert. So he did that. It couldn't hurt. But I will also say he have every right to say this person leave his show. But did they leave? No. It was all a joke. Child, he went in the arena. Baby, they was packed in there like sardines. Okay?
Yeah.
They were packed in there like sardines. Now, I want to, we got two other stories, and I'm going to get to Kendrick Lamar, you guys. I'm going to get to Kendrick Lamar. Bear with us. We're trying to keep order so I can put these time stamps in here. Now, let's talk about Kai Cenat. That is Katie Talk and myself, colleague. He's a streamer.
Yeah.
With Twitch. He's young. And he did a firework when Mr. Beast, and then somebody, one of his friends, lit the fireworks up and put the room in fire.
Yeah.
Clearly, that was all planned for Kai Cenat to go viral and stuff. I believe it was a controlled fire because he have a team of people to extinguish the fire and stuff. It's all a production. That's why you didn't see the news out there, his house burning down. That'll just tell you he is trained by Hollywood to do a production. So he's running his show like a scripted but live type of content. You have television producers, he have producers that's running it, and I can tell when I'm looking at a produced show. I'm not knocking his hustle because I feel like what he have done for the culture was incredible. Uh, a young black chocolate man that looked like me and Katie talk one on one. Our skin, to see him succeed, you don't see too many people that have the skin complexion like me and Katie talk and Kai Cenat succeed. Correct? We don't see too many us make it, and he don't talk about colorism. He just does great things. He's just a young, vibrant man. And I will say, if Armon and myself, and well, I don't care about celebrities, but if Armon and Tasha would have played their cards right, they could have been the YouTube version of Kai Cenat, and people could have came on their show and spilled their business. The reason why I'm not concerned about celebrities, Katie Talk, because if I ask Cardi B the real questions, she'll be ready to fight. So with Offset, because the first thing I would say, Offset, if your wife coochie is so good, why you always cheat on her?
That's true.
So the type of questions I ask, I got to have great security because we gonna be in that nook if you buck. You know what I'm saying? So I will be swinging and windmilling. So that's not my ministry, but I can have a conversation with celebrities unless you're willing to let me ask you the real questions. I don't care nothing about that publicist because you can sit that publicist. That publicist give me a whole list of questions, what not to ask. Questions that you said not to ask, I'm going to ask. Because these celebrities tend to go to black platforms and dictate what we can ask them, but then when they go to People Magazine and spill all their guts, or they go to TMZ and spill all their guts, because they look at us as second-class citizens. And I'm talking about some of your faves.
I promise they look at you like a second-class citizen. They look down on you. And then another thing, these celebrities, they want you to kiss their tail and coddle them.
Yeah, and then we can't ask the hard-hitted questions, but then you go on Gayle King and say it's spill all your guts. Because she's a white-owned corporation. She's the face of CBS Morning.
Just tell all your business.
Go on the view to all your business, but then on YouTube, you can't ask this. You have a nasty attitude. Some of these people show up raggedy. I remember Tasha K. She would come on the Wiley Show looking raggedy.
Yes, I remember that she have on a ball cap and a t-shirt. And then
she go on everybody else's show looking great. That disrespect.
All dressed up.
I tell Couture this because I want her to listen to me and hear what I'm saying. That why haven't you done a meet and greet with Tasha K? What Tasha K does, I'm gonna do something with all the YouTubers. Do you know how long she been saying that she want to do something?
A long time.
She been saying that for years.
She's been saying that for a very long time.
And she never did it. She said, I'm going to bring Wiley, bring Armon, let me read, and I'm this, and then, talk to me.
She going to bring the whole black
YouTube. This is what gets me with people. They say, you bloggers. That's a lie. We get along with everybody. We having a disagreement. What you viewers don't understand, y'all didn't come to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
How many people was in Vegas? Was it 3,000 people in there, Katie Talk 101?
3,000?
How many people was in there? It was about a lot of people. It was about a handful. It wasn't hundreds of people.
I say it was about 20 of us. Maybe 20. Maybe a little under 30.
But my point is this. Stop trying, and this is Couture Bay. You listen to what gets me with Couture Bay, and she got to stop it. You're talking to trolls. You ain't talking to people that come meet you. And then 82 be saying nasty stuff all in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to the meeting taking pictures.
He was ready to take a picture too.
He was ready because you know why? He could. But Wiley's so cool. I want to thank Wiley and Couture. Where's Wiley? Well, Wiley doing his own thing. We don't want to be around you. You like to watch, according to the streets, that child. I ain't gonna say the word, but somebody that was that narrative about him, and he looks weird.
Yeah, he do got
I don't get along with because of Monica. I told him, I said, I don't like what you said about Monica. And I can't fool with you. And I blocked him a long time ago because of that child, because it did not post the receipts of him in his search engine. It had child, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God.
And I pulled that because I heard it for some other people that I trust that it was in his search engine. So I stopped dealing with him. When he did, he would come on his backup page and we blocked his backup page.
Oh, wow.
And who was he coming to the meet and greet to see? Couture. Hey. No, he didn't. He came to Gamma and was losing. And showed up with his leg wrapped.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, but I didn't want to say nothing. He did have a cast on his leg.
You injured, coming to be messy.
Fine.
And Couture, babe, you act too naive and you get on the phone with him. And I'm going to share this. This man, I ain't going to say the blogger name. He even stole from another blogger their idea. Stole their idea. I said, I'm glad you got to know him for yourself. I told you, he's a thief. Don't tell him your idea. You'll be stupid. He gonna steal your idea. He watch everybody steal it, and he be buying views.
Oh, he buy views too.
Yeah. You think that's organic? He got in trouble.
Real on YouTube. I know my channel real. Y'all can look at my views.
They be bad views, and you around that, and then she being all that gossip. It ain't gonna work because I'm not Armon Wiggins. I call your auntie and tell her how foolish you acting. You let me talk to your auntie. I talk to your mother, and you teaming up with Tasha. That's gonna help. That ain't gonna help your career. If it is, why you ain't at 100,000?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna help. Tasha ain't got that juice. She ain't got the Oprah Winfrey effect. Oprah can come here right now. I love Wiley. Go to the Wiley show, and I'll grow overnight with the middle-aged white women.
Yep, just like Kay said in the comments section, it said that a lot of the bigger YouTubers actually steal from the smaller ones.
Yeah, they steal.
Man, when I say that's the truth, shout out to K Love. Boy, I see
they will steal for you in a second. And this is why I have a loud, I'm like Reverend Al Sharpton, what he said when he was bigger. I have a loud mouth. You right. You ain't got it now. You got a coon mouth. No shade. You be out there cooning. In the NY Police Department security and been wanting to talk about the police. Okay, let go of that security detail you got. So my point is this, you guys, with Kai Sinai, I'm glad he's doing great. And I can work with anybody. And Couture is not blocked. This is no beef. This is just, I have a disagreement who she teaming up with. That's just like a known liar. Go call Cardi B and ask who Tasha is your friend. You would never be able to work with Cardi B. Or who you associate. Couture don't understand your future is bright, but you got to get away from Tasha and H2. They suck it up to you, and then you struggling in the viewership. They stealing your ideas. You all over there. You ain't growing. I got 10,000. It ain't about the subscribers. It's about the check you bring home on 21st.
Yeah.
And then she wonder why my check is still low. Because you around on people suppressing you, got troll farms to get you. You got too many people over there. Get away from that devil. And join Wiley and stop being around them devils. You told me my check is so low, it's like people praying for my downfall. That's Tasha. You around because look at the spirits you around. You come on Wiley, you lifted, we put you on the fly. Why couldn't Tasha do it? Why can't 82 do it? Don't he got more subscribers than us both?
He got a lot of subs over there.
He never met his people.
Yeah.
He could do it. You live in LA. You ain't had no LA. How many meet and greets I had in Texas at What's Clucking? Hello. How you from your own city and didn't do no meet and greet? Because ain't nobody checking for you.
Oh, that's where AT2 is living in LA.
And didn't never do no LA meet and greet.
Oh, okay. That's why he came out here so quick.
You right there. You came to Vegas to gamble and to be nosy to see if the knot was coming so you could report and go viral.
Yep, LA is a good place to have a meet and greet. I mean,
And
that's
why haven't Armon Wiggins done a meet and greet in LA?
I haven't seen it.
You
What
see,
happened to the meet and greet Claudia and Armand supposed to have out here in Vegas?
it's like their lifestyle. They smoked it up. If you believe they gonna do a meet and greet in Vegas, honey, Clay talk. I got a bridge in Baltimore to sell to, but it's submerged with water. If you believe them two addicts gonna do a meet and greet in Vegas, come on.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna do nothing but dance with his shirt off, musty, and he gonna take a picture with Wiley because he gonna be high. It was a picture that Armon Wiggins took. Let me take a screenshot before he deleted it.
What Wiley gonna say?
Give
Wiley,
me I want to have this. I'm gonna put this on my wall. I'm gonna have a crackhead Hall of Fame wall. This man took a picture, and when I tell you, Armand was so high. Now we're gonna talk about this in members only.
Was he in a picture with another guy when he was out there in New York?
Yeah.
Did you see that picture, Wiley?
Huh?
I think I seen that picture.
He was so high. You can see it.
He looked as sweaty, but I don't know. He probably was outside. You know how?
Baby, he look at this. See, y'all women. This is why y'all get robbed by crackheads so hard. You can see the drug infused.
But Wiley, I was finna say, we out here in Vegas and it's hot as heck. I was like, I know when I get hot, my eyes turn red, especially when it comes
to Katie talk. We in Vegas, we was up, baby. That man, that was a drug look.
Yeah.
You can see it. When I saw it, baby, you can't take up for him. New York ain't that hot. It ain't hot like Vegas. Baby, that's drugs.
No, it ain't like Vegas.
If it's a lie, then why haven't he sued me? Ain't that what Jaguar Rice said?
Yeah, she said that.
Why haven't I been sued? How can you sue Wiley and put it there? He called me a drug addict when you said in one of your story times that you do cocaine.
Yeah, he did say that.
And then you said that one of your story times that got downloaded, I did have crabs. I had crabs story time when I had crabs.
No.
How can you sue and you do story times of you doing drugs? See, y'all be so quick to look at Cardi. Cardi had a substantial amount of resources, and you can't sue for the truth. You can try, but you won't win. And he got to file the lawsuit. And you think Armand really got a lawsuit to do that? And do you know how many YouTubers gonna talk about that? Wiley and Armand in court. Look how fast they talked about it. When I had my manic breakdown, we didn't have no manic breakdown, baby. We was a little sleepy, hungry. We needed bell peppers, grease, chicken, rice, orange chicken, granola bars, juice. Man, that apple juice was so good and cold. I couldn't wait. I said, unlock this door. We got to keep it locked, Mr. Wiley. Unlock it. I'm hungry now. I want some juice. Don't worry, I called the state. Yeah. They open it up. Let me eat. I'm thirsty. I took my medicine. And then a man said at the Texas Health, you need to go home. Eat your own food at home. I said, I am at home. I'm at the Texas Health Hospital. And he said, I'm about to go lay up with my bitch. I said, so you gonna lay up with your dog? Because a bitch is a female dog, according to the Western Dictionary, you fat whore. You shouldn't say that, Mr. Marquis. We're gonna give you a shot. I'll say, give me one. He's still a fat whore. So I had a good time. I made somebody have an anxiety attack at the behavior you. I'm having an anxiety attack. She was good looking, good looking. She had an anxiety attack. Then we was cool. I apologized and I had a good time. Then I was outside. We was playing throw the beans in the hole or something. We was playing outside. We was outside. I was writing in my journal. eating double portions. I'm done what y'all talking about. He had y'all just doing videos on Wiley. Wiley was eating good. I was on a vacation. I was doing at a sabbatical. You just look stupid. You listening to Storm and Harmon about Wiley, you gonna crumble. You listen to them. Baby, we was throwing something in the hole, in the cornhole, whatever we think. We having a good time. Dancing. We did yoga. Baby, I was stretching so many muscles. I was passing gas. I was farting in that yoga. I didn't know yoga make you pass gas. Is it yoga or yogurt? Whatever it was, we were stretching. We was having a good time. We was stunned what y'all was talking about. We didn't know y'all was talking about it because we didn't care. Baby, we went to Texas Health Hospital, and I was able to get off the internet, and then I couldn't drag nobody, so I had to drag them in my journal. They had a camera in my room. I was dragging the F out of y'all in that journal. I still got it. Don't let me read it. Whoever I was driving them Africans that was in there treating me bad. I dragged it. She said, "You are a racist. How could I be a racist? You at B, I'm black." Mm-hmm. And then I followed her. I said, "Yeah, you B. Keep that same energy, B."
Oh no, you said
that. Yeah, keep that same. Yeah, you better keep walking. I was walking right my hand down. Mind you, I'm gonna tell you, B. Go back to that B. I don't want you here. Oh, Trump. So I went to the room. And they got the white nurse to give me another shot in my arm. So, as I go to sleep from a good old nap, I'm hungry. Sir, the snack. Where's the snacks? I want a granola bar. Okay, I call the cops. So I called the cops. I said, "Can y'all please bring me some snacks?" They'll bring some granola bars. I'm hungry. You got to feed me. I'm a patient. The patience is all, the customers is always right. Now, let's get to Kendrick Lamar. Let me see if we on Kendrick Lamar, because I want to talk about Kendrick Lamar. They Not Like Us. Okay. I love Kendrick Lamar video. Did you see the video, Katie Talk 101?
I haven't seen it yet, but I did see the Juneteenth performance he had out there in LA, and it was so lit.
When I tell you Kendrick Lamar video really brought me joy because he put his city on Compton. It was on a Crip Walk. He had young people there. It was a multicultural video to represent his hometown.
Yeah.
And I was blushing. I was happy. It's the fourth. I mean, the video I think actually got millions of views, and I was excited for him. And we were listening to it on our station head show, and it was amazing. And I love the fact that Kendrick Lamar is showing the world that if you F with me, you F with the wrong one. See, when you try somebody that you think is weak and they outsmart you, Drake lost the beef, like Kendrick Lamar won. And the song just stick. They not like us. They not like it's like because I'm hard to become a rap fan of people. I'm still like Tupac. I'm like, Bone Thugs and Harmony. But to get now for Wiley to say, I am a fan of Kendrick Lamar now, that I thought I would never say that. Because I'm like, I don't like how he rap. He got that conscience. I don't like him. He's just not, I don't like him. But that song it kept playing. And before you know it, they're like, oh.
It stuck to you.
It just stuck to me, the vibe, the swag, the sexiness, the chocolateness, the quick talk. It's just, it's iconic, and Compton has such a culture. I believe NWA is from Compton, correct?
Oh yeah.
It's with Compton. The Serena sisters,
Yeah.
Serena, the Williams sisters from Compton. It's just a cultural thing of blackness that I love. And even though Compton have its challenges, it's still a very cultural place that you can make it out and be successful. There are policies in the state of California, and I hope Kendrick Lamar will have a meeting with Gavin Newsom and to tell him to do more investments in the state and stop giving money to illegals and work with President Trump so he can close the border so Californians can stop paying the price for illegal people and mismanage Democrats. Because the way that the state is being run is foolish. You increase the minimum wage for fast food restaurants for $20 an hour, and you know what's happening? They're closing the fast food restaurants down.
Yeah, that's what's happening. All of the 99-cent stores got closed all around Vegas.
All the 99 cent stores got closed around nationwide. So, all of these labor costs, the business is going to do better. And now folks are just, it's going to come a time where you're going to have to buy groceries online. And it ain't going to be stored by groceries. Everything is going to be e-commerce because of the theft, because of the robbery, because of the especially the theft. It's going to come a time where some neighborhoods you're going to have to buy food from out of town. I mean, not from from online. It's got to be delivered to your door because people stealing from self checkout, people going to stores and robbing, and we're going to pay the price for that. The consumers that do not steal pay the price, and then also we have corporate greed in this country. Corporate America.
I gotta get up off of here.
Go ahead, sis. Because I know you got to go to work tomorrow, but thank you for coming on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay, bye bye.
Shoot.
So corporate greed is hurting our society, in my humble opinion. Getting the cops Uber Eats you snacks is crazy. Wow, LOL, you got pulled for real. It was a wholesome video. It was cute. It was a great video. I love it. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to California. And I'm not criticizing California as being just this weird place. It's just California have to do a better job. It's leadership. It starts from the top. I mean, all the way from the county, the governor, the mayors there, the administrators who all is running that state is mismanagement. It's a bunch of incompetence. They're not thriving like Texas. Texas have its issues. Texas is not perfect, but it's damn sure is a better option than California. So that's my point. But Kendrick Lamar, I love your video. They not like us. Love it, honey. All right. Oh, love it, bro. I said love it, honey. I really tried that. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Let's talk about this whole thing with Miss Netta and T.S. Madison. So this whole point with T.S. Madison and Miss Netta, I've always said T.S. Madison have always been a mean-spirited person because she never wanted anybody to replace her. She said the same thing with Samantha James. She got mad at Samantha James because Samantha James was getting more bookings than her. T.S. Madison have a problem with trans women with clout getting opportunities that she don't get. Miss Netta have a husband. T.S. Madison doesn't. And T.S. Madison is a very mean, cheap, nasty person, and that's why she's single. Her mother is just as mean as her. That's why her mother got arthritis, and her mother is not married, and she's a bitter woman. Another problem with T.S. Madison is she have an issue with women, and she argue with women and go after women. And then when I say something as a man, she have nothing to say. She was one person that went after Couture unwarranted, said that she was a Uber Eats driver or something like that, because she went after Couture because she think, oh yeah, Couture is a woman, I can really drag her. But Wiley say things and you don't say anything because she know I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try, but I'm not gonna give. I'm gonna deal with you who you are. I'm gonna give you that energy that you give me because I got the same thing between my legs that you have, and we have the same amount of inches. Because that's what Oliver Twist told me. So when it comes to T.S. Madison as well, she have an issue with sharing the spotlight. And anybody that try to share the spotlight and become brighter than her is an issue. She had the same problem with Kaya. When Kaya wanted to share the spotlight and she was thriving successfully on the show, she was the face of the Queen's Court. T.S. Madison did a backhand deal and was trying to snatch the show from her. And what happened? The show flopped. You did all of that money, all the investment. She could have made millions, and the Queen's Court could have been syndicated. And then T.S. Madison said, when Nicki Minaj want to do this, Nicki Minaj have no track record of producing nothing. She can't even produce to pay her creditors off. So Kaya was right. T.S. Madison is so fascinating of being accepted by the same folks that call her an F. They will never accept you. But she's so obsessed of sitting at the table that Kaya sat in, migrated, and was successful in, and left it because it's full of hypocrites and whores. And when T.S. Madison said, I want to be the only one, she have a track record of being the only one. A track record of coming out saying, I'm the only one that can make this a success. And when somebody else is more successful than her, here she go, coming out, dragging Miss Netta, saying how she looked, being messy. And what happened? I did not say that about Miss Netta. You did. You don't hear, replay the tape. We heard it in Crystal HD. So she had been queer. She's the same, T.S. Madison is the same woman that robbed Oliver Twist out of thousands of dollars and didn't pay Oliver Twist fairly. When Beyonce picked up the idea of using her audio clip, Oliver put it together and T.S. Madison didn't pay Oliver Twist, her employee. Oliver was working for T.S. Madison for pennies on the dollar, and he was getting evicted. And he needed months of rent to be paid. Instead of him going to work at Walmart, he was doing all these editing videos of T.S. Madison for free. And T.S. Madison said, well, I'm not helping you. I ain't got it. And Oliver's biological mother that birthed Oliver paid his rent. I'm saying all that to say this. T.S. Madison is a no good trifling person. And that's why Miss Netta have to deal with T.S. Madison route, because T.S. Madison is jealous that Miss Netta is married and she's not. So that's just my whole point about that. Now, let's go to Tea-GIF. Okay. I've said this countless times that Claudia is the issue. If you do not know that Claudia's issue is a problem with you, I said Claudia is the issue, and she have a problem with Armon Wiggins. She had a problem with Al. When Armon and Al were buddy-buddy on the podcast on Tea-GIF, Claudia got offended. Claudia used me as a pawn to get on Armon Wiggins' skin. She started reading the comments. Armon, your friend, Wiley, said blah, 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 blah. Armon called her, and they became friends. And then Claudia buddied Armon up to turn against Al. And Claudia started pillow talking with Armon because she was sleep deprived and she needs severe mental health services. And it's, say for instance, it's 10 o'clock in Dallas. It's 8 o'clock West Coast time. So Armon would be on the phone with Claudia for hours, and she was just trashing Al, sharing things, You see what he said in the meeting? Blah, 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 blah. You know what Claudia did? She effed it up. She told someone that knowing is an addict, because she's an addict too. Her addiction is gambling and can't keep a husband. She's addicted to losing. And the day of the roast, Armon asked permission, and the lady said, "Don't say nothing about his wife, his ex-wife." Armon just did it. It was very mean-spirited. It was a high-tech lynching. It was an example of a hostile work environment. The reason why I believe that Claudia is just so evil is because she have a track record of her evil. This is yet another chapter of her losing. In her mindset, she said, "I want a show. I can't wait to do another show." You need to stop presenting shows. The show that you need to present is you going to rehab because you're an addicted of losing. You need to go to therapy. You need a reality show of being in a behavioral health unit, honey. Because you can't tell me that you're mentally competent when you can't even keep $1,000 per hour job. How can you say you mentally sane when you can't even keep a job making $1,000 an hour? You've been losing since 2015. Someone said you've been losing since you've been carrying a briefcase of Deal or No Deal. You couldn't even do that right. That's an easy job. And then you brag, "Well, I can always keep a job." Exactly. But can you keep it for more than 20 years? Can you keep it for more than 20 years? Can you keep a gig and retire from it and get a retirement check? Do you even have a retirement fund set up? You less than 10 years, you'll be in your 60s. Sister, stop playing this. We already know that Armon Wiggins and yourself is bitter folks. We know this. I know this. The world know this. Al know this. Sean Allen know this. Y'all messed up. And you messed up by being around stupid people. And you know why you messed up, Claudia? It's because Armon Wiggins have came out and admitted, hold on. Armon Wiggins said, I did not get Fox Soul canceled. He don't even know the difference between Fox Soul and Tea-GIF. Fox Soul is the network. You didn't get Fox Soul canceled. You got Tea-GIF canceled. You and colorist Claudia. And so when Milagro Grams has said to me very shockingly, she was live, ladies and gentlemen, and she was on station here, and she pretty much said, Armon Wiggins needs to stop getting on his phone because it's affecting his mental health. I'm like, girl, what? She said it is affecting his mental health. He needs to get off that phone. You hit the nail in the coffin on that, honey. And when she said that, I said, she ain't lying. Because when you do wrong, you know you did wrong. You know you can't handle criticism in the chat. You paid so much money to suppress Wiley's growth, Armon. This is why you are suffering. You can't even afford to bring trolls in the chat. We blocked them all. You did this to yourself. And when your downfall going to happen? I pray that my detractors and so-called friends will reach down in their wallets and donate and send a cash app and put in the memo, Wiley, you were right. Armon Wiggins is a drug addict. And if you do not see it, you is a drug addict too. Armon Wiggins' family will be contacted by me. I'm writing a personal letter to his mother, to his father, and to his siblings. I'm going to send it certified mail because I want Armon to know I care for you. And I want my brother to know that there is no failure in God. And when I send the letters, I want him to know I'm sending it with love and urgent care. Because you took your filthy body, submerged with oozing with musk, and you went to New York musty and dirty and foul in the stench of your flesh with musk and sweat. We immediately took you and added you to the list of being mentally incompetent because you are uneducated, you are ignorant, you don't be hanging around the right folks. In closing, I post on WileyTheTroll.com about Funky Dineva celebrates Armon Wiggins and Claudia Joy Tea-GIF downfall. Funky Dineva is celebrating right now because according to an inside source, he is happy that Armon Wiggins and Claudia Jordan messed up the church money on Fox Soul. He's in communication with Al Reynolds and wants to do a sit-down interview with him. However, Al is playing it safe because his new show, Court of Public Opinion, has been shopped around to networks, including Fox Soul. He doesn't want to burn a bridge with them. I know Al Reynolds really wants to get his show to replace Tea-GIF, but he must get some hosts who can deliver the ratings. I have some hosts in mind who can bring in the ratings, like Monique Presley, because she is known in the media, and the ratings will could be at least 100,000 per episode. Funky Dineva is the reason why Tea-GIF flopped, because he went on a campaign to go live head-to-head with Tea-GIF time slot. It had about 20,000 live viewers. Which were record-breaking numbers. Fox Soul tried its best to bring in guest co-hosts like Armon Wiggins, Play Monroe, and T.S. Bassett, but they couldn't bring in even 10K live viewers. When Armon Wiggins first came on Fox Soul, I went into the chat trolling and waking it up. The live viewers were increasing, but Claudia Jordan used her influence to become a moderator in the Fox Soul chat, and she blocked me from the chat. When she did that, it went from 3K live viewers to 1.7K live viewers. I really believe if Claudia Jordan had kept her jealous ego in check and allowed me in the chat read my comments on the air, TGIF will still be on the air. If Foxo had allowed me to come as a guest co-host, the internet, especially YouTube, would have gone viral instantly. But due to Armon Wiggins and Claudia Jordan jealous and self-destructive ways, it never happened, in my humble opinion. That's the article that I personally wrote and entitled that, fucking that even celebrates Armon Wiggins and Claudia Jordan TGIF downfall. Claudia fell down. She can't get up. Oh yeah. Armon went on a drug rat on out. Yes, he did. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. I said, Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Oh yeah. Armon went on a drug ran against out. Yes, he did. But she can't get up. Sing it with me. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Armon went on a drum ran against I. Yes, he did. And he doing it again. One more time. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Oh yeah, Armon went on a drum ran against out. Yes, he did. And he's doing it again. Little black boy, you are beautiful. Little black girl, you are. Glory, 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 glory. Abashata, bashata, babashata. Glory, 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 glory. Babashata, I felt that right there today. I felt it. Some usher out of me. It is oozing out where ear of the screen. Just touch it. You'll be blessed. You'll get a husband and a provider. Okay. I felt that right there. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Oh, my Baba Shata, Baba Shata, Baba Shata. Whew. Look at that. Y'all gonna come out the bushes laughing. You thought you was gonna come and troll. You left with a laughter. Now, we're gonna open up the phone lines and we're gonna allow you, the viewers, to call in to give your point of view. 972-674-9462. Now we're gonna hear from you, the viewers of The Wiley Show. The floor is open. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Claudia fell down, but she can't get up. Armon went on a drug ran against out. Yes, he did, because he's a drug addict. Woo. I love y'all so much. We thank y'all so very much for tuning in. God bless you. May God keep you. I am Marquise L. Wiley, the host and founder of The Wiley Show LLC. We will thank you all again. We will see y'all again for another great video. If you are a fan of The Wiley Show, say, I'm a fan. Glory, 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 glory. It's the 4th of July. Okay. Okay. Baby, see, we want to thank Katie Talk 101 for coming on the show. Did she come on the show? Thank you so very much. If you are a fan of our show, if you want to contribute to our show, you can cash out us $ Marquise Wiley 28 Zelle WileyShow@gmail.com. We want to thank those that have given to us. Continue to give. We do want to thank you all. We do have a wish list out, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get the wish list and say, for instance, you say, hey, I want to get something. If I need to add something on the wish list, you can always text me personally on my cell at 972-674-9462. Text us on our cell 972-674-9462. You can text us on our cell there 972-674-9462. Thank you all for your amazing support, and we will see you all later. Thank you all so very much. We'll be back tomorrow for some more exclusive content. Thank you. I'm Marquise El Wiley, the host of the Wiley Show, LLC, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Also, shout out to Jaguar Wright. We did get to see Sister Jag over there on Instagram. We want to say shout out to Jaguar Wright. We saw her on Instagram. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. She was on our Instagram. We was on her Instagram, and she said I'm one of her favorite trolls because we do camp up. So shout out to that sister. I'll tell you later. Peace.